Evening. So welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you've not tuned in before. So I'm back out in the Peak District with my mate Chris. So another local one tonight, but parked up in the village of Hope and heading up onto Kinder Scout. It's just in the background there. We've got Loose Hill just here as well. So yeah, lovely evening. It's about 21 degrees I think at the moment, so it's going to be a warm one hiking up. Certainly sweating already, but quite looking forward to this one because I've never done Kinder Scout as a camp before. I've hiked up it a few times, I've never been up this way either. So currently heading up the old Roman road. So we're camping on the east side of Kinder Scout. Avoided it in the past just because it's so popular and so busy, but we decided this side of it should be pretty quiet, so it should be a good evening. It's forecast to just be completely clear skies come sunset. Not that we'll probably get it from the side that we're at, but it should be a decent sunrise hopefully as well. But you never know, there is forecast some fog to come in early morning at some point. But yeah, what a view that is. As far as the Peak District, it is a mountain. It probably feels like the only place in the Peak District which does actually feel like you're on a mountain when you're up it. So yeah, looking forward to this. So anyway, we'll carry on. We've got a few miles to go yet until we reach where we plan on pitching. So we've left the Roman road and the views are really opening up. So we've got Crook Hill, the two sort of lumpy hills at the background there, with Stanage at the very far back of that, and then up onto Dew and Edge here as well. And then over on this hillside where Chris is sort of heading towards, that's over towards Old Port Castles. But yeah, what an incredible area. Of course we've got Wind Hill just over there as well. So you definitely know you're in the Peak District there. We just had curlew sort of flying over and calling as well near one of the old barns. So proper summer Peak District landscape at the moment. Yeah, lovely to be out. So we've reached the top. So this is Crookstone Knoll where I am at the moment. Place where we're pitching up for the night is actually a little bit further down. There's a little quarry with a nice pitch. So Chris has already gone to just go and wait there. So while I've just come up to the top here, but some incredible views up here as well. We're just losing the sun a bit behind the cloud, but we've got Port Castles down this valley here as well, and then over this way we've got Dew and Edge, and then you can just see there's a little barn there. I think it's Hag Barn or Hag Close Barn, I think that is. I've been past that on the way to Old Port Castles, and Crookstone Hill, I think it is there, near the side of Ladybower. but really incredible views from up here. Pretty windy as well actually. So I've been up Kinder from the Snake Pass up to Bearbrook Naze, which is it's over that side, over that way. So maybe that'll have to be good for a camp another night. So yeah, pretty long hike up. It's taken about, I don't know, 2 hours, something like that. But we've had a few stops. So yeah, we'll go and pitch up the tents and then I suppose start cooking some tea. Right, so all set up. Pretty decent pitch, I think, to be honest with you. There's no wind at all, so you can guess what that means. Midges. So yeah, not as bad as the camp I did at Carl Walk recently, but not wonderful. So that's a bit of a pain. But anyway, that's just where we're pitched up, so it's just quite sheltered really, to be honest with you. So anyway, we're going to get some cooking some tea soon, so yeah, definitely ready for that, pretty hungry. But what a view. So starting around here, we've got Mamtor over to Loose Hill over there, and then you've got Win Hill, Stanage Edge, Crook Hill, Derwent Edge. What a view from up here, absolutely incredible. What a lovely evening. It's just not a breath of wind and all the clouds have just disappeared. So yeah, hopefully get a good sunset as well. I'd expect so, to be honest. And the sun should rise sort of down that way as well, so should be a pretty good sunrise hopefully. If there is one, it's looking sort of touch and go at the moment, to be honest. Anyway, right, I get cooking some tea. Right, so tonight doing a chicken stir fry. So yeah, should be a summer meal, should be quite quick to cook. So we'll crack on. So I've had dinner, or tea. It turned into a bit of a calamity, to be honest with you. Just kept running out of fuel for some reason. It just kept burning through really fast. Whether the stove, the Trangia needs cleaning, but I think Chris had his as well, and his was doing exactly the same. So God knows what was happening. But anyway, we did manage to get it to work, and we did manage to cook it. but it was a bit of a farce. So anyway, sunset's been and gone. It was pretty decent, and I reckon there'll be plenty of stars tonight given these clear skies, so I might try and stay up and see what happens with that. Fingers crossed for a good sunrise, which should be just down the valley here. It's saying that there might be mist and fog patches in the valley below, which, if there is, it will definitely form down there because it's a prone spot for it, so that'll be pretty spectacular if that does materialise. So yeah, tonight though, it's for the first time ever, it's actually made me consider just bringing a simpler meal sometimes. It was great pitching up a tent, but just turned into a bit of a faff doing the food. So particularly in summer, I'm thinking of just bringing just easy meals, just to enjoy the sunsets really. But anyway, it is what it is. all part of the camp, isn't it? So yeah, maybe I'll stay up and hopefully catch some stars when they appear. Alright, so just in the tent now, just chilling out. Still no stars yet, which is surprising. It's 10:30, so sunset was probably 45 minutes ago, but not had anything of yet. So I hung on a bit longer, see if any come out, but if not, I'll just get to bed, and then I'll be up early because sunrise is, I think it's 4:40, so probably up just after 4 so that I can make the most of sunrise. And yeah, hopefully it's a good one, and we do potentially get some mist and fog in the valley. It is forecast that it'll fog over or cloud over with hill fog perhaps about 6 o'clock in the morning, so probably be packed up and on the move by then. But it was an excellent hike up, quite a long one, probably about 4.5 miles I think from Hope up to this spot, but it wasn't too steep. It was pretty easy going for the whole duration, to be honest with you. Yes, it's a pretty good night, quite warm or quite mild, and the midges seemed to clear off after a bit, which was good. Don't know where they went to, but there's no breeze or anything, so yeah, all in all, good night. Just the meal was the food was just a bit of a farce cooking it tonight. Just the stoves kept going out for some reason, so whether they just need a good clean, I'm not entirely sure. So anyway, I will speak to you all in the morning. Morning all. So probably got about 20 minutes before sunrise actually happens. So it's probably a bit touch and go whether we get it. It's going to come up over there by the look of it, I think. So it should happen, but the forecasted cloud, I think, is definitely rolling in, because I can see it coming over the back of us from the other side of Kinder Scout. So we're probably on the right side for it coming this morning. It doesn't look like there's any sort of mist or fog in the valley, to be honest with you, which is a shame. But anyway, I thought that might happen, but there's nothing at all, so that's quite a surprise. But it might be probably a bit too windy because there's no condensation in the tent at all this morning. I did wake up and there was some stars, but it was quite late on. It was a good few hours after sunset, and I was a bit too knackered, but it was probably the best night's sleep I've had so far, to be honest with you, since I've been camping. Whether it was just because of the long hike and I was just knackered, or just a good pitch. It was quite warm, so didn't need to sort of sleep with many layers on at all, which was nice for a change. And it's nice just to have dry ground as well, so you're not constantly sort of having to make sure you got your mat under you all the time when you're sitting, putting your boots on and things like that. Yeah, so anyway, probably going to pack a few bits away first, and then get a brew on, because a coffee would be very welcome this morning before we pack up and set off. So yeah, I'll just get those bits done now and then enjoy the sunrise, hopefully. Alright, so I've had a coffee, packed up pretty much, well, everything except for the tent now as well, so all ready to go. But the sun's already been out, but it's just dipped behind a bank of clouds, so just waiting for that to pop out again, and hopefully it'll sort of light up the landscape and stuff. But see the camp down there, beautiful spot. So yeah, just waiting for that to pop up and then enjoy that sunrise, and then I suppose we'll start packing away the tent. But yeah, another fantastic camp. Probably say this is the best views so far in the Peak District, but it was one I was looking forward to, so it's not really a surprise. Yeah, there's not a breath of wind this morning, just silence. The midges weren't about last night either, they disappeared, but no condensation either, which is a bonus, so I'm not going to wipe the tent down or anything like that. So yeah, lovely morning. I suppose there's no rush, it's only 5:10 I think, so I think there are a couple of other people camping. We did see them last night over up on the top. There's a couple who passed us, probably looking for this spot, but anyway. Yeah, so enjoy this and then start packing up. But pretty spectacular views, I'd say, from up here. Proper summer's morning for once. I've been waiting a while for it, but it is forecast to be about 23 degrees today, and the summer solstice was 2 days ago, so I suppose this is my summer solstice camp. Right, so we have got some light on the landscape, and it's just sort of scattered amongst all the hills below, so pretty spectacular. Yeah, so you've got Win Hill and then Crook Hill at the back there, those two sort of knolls, and the little tree just in front of those is where we came up yesterday. But what a view. Probably one of the best in the Peak District, this one, I think. Yeah, so definitely be doing this camp again. Maybe in autumn or a winter one if I can brave it. So yeah, it's probably 4 miles back to the car, I think. So it'll probably take the best part of an hour and a half or something like that to get back down. I'd expect we'd do it a bit quicker going down, but anyway, all packed up. Just got the tent, and then we'll be on our way. So it's only, I think it's about 5:20, but I think once that sun disappears into that cloud, that'll be it. And it's rolled in for a few hours, so we'll just head off at that point. So we're packed up. Obviously, as always, leave no trace. And there's actually no litter here, which is quite unusual. Usually always find something, so credit to the people who've been camping here before. None at all. So yeah, quite nice not to have to take any back with you, except for my own. So obviously the sun's dipped behind that bank of cloud, but a nice night light coming through over there. That's up onto Derwent Edge. So yeah, it's looking pretty moody at the moment. It actually feels a little bit, tiny bit of drizzle, which is surprising. South side of the Peak District where I am, I think it's meant to be quite sunny today. So anyway, we'll get hiking, because we've got to head all the way back down there and then across this ridge line here before dropping back down into Hope down over there. So it's probably, I think it's about 4 miles, I think. Anyway, it's all downhill. So yeah, enjoyable camp. So we're down off Kinder down, back on the old Roman road, and it looks like the weather's coming in, because all the cloud and drizzle and fog starting to roll in over Kinder Scout and Rush Up Edge as well. So left at the perfect time, I'd say. Got some incredible views coming down off that side of Kinder Scout, it really was. So we're just heading past Hope Cross now, so not sure what historical significance it's got, but I'm sure it has some old markings of various points: Sheffield, Gloucester, Pedale. Yeah, it's been standing many years, I can imagine. So nearing the bottom of the Roman road, or the old Roman road, so it's probably time to wrap the video up here, to be honest. So unfortunately the weather's held off, but it's been another excellent camp, lovely evening, and then another stunning morning today. And then yeah, the hike's been excellent, really good hike up onto Kinder, parking up in the village of Hope. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching, and if you enjoy the video, just appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. I think it'll probably be Peak District next, I think, but I have got one back in the mountains in the Lake District planned in another month's time, so I'll see you then.